Especially hello, Shane. I'm so happy you're here again this morning. If you can't come one morning, will you please let me know, because I will miss you for sure. So I'm Deborah Jung, and I live not only in this house, but I also live at this great place called Kids Who Care. Hey, Kermie. Kids Who Care, which is this amazing place to grow up, right? So I'm going to get Tigger over here. Excuse me. Tigger was falling down. Tigger's ready for this week. I live in this amazing place called Kids Who Care that is right in the middle of all the museums and next to the Museum of Science and History. And I live with kids all the time because Kids Who Care is a musical theater company, and we do shows all of the time. And so the fact that we are all safely staying tucked away in our houses is a great thing, and lots of cool stuff is coming out of that. My grandchildren have 2 new dogs because they get to be home, and be with them. So for all of the things that feel really abnormal and honestly some days kind of scary, there is this thing happening at home, and so we just thought while we're all at home, we shouldn't wait to get back to the theater to say hello. We should just say hello. And we have friends from all over the world. Sometimes my friends from Saudi Arabia are at story time, I'm just saying. So anyway, we get to read a book every morning at 10 a.m. Texas time, so maybe it's mid-afternoon for you or dinner time. So we get to read a book together, and it's live, which means anything could happen. It's live, and today in Texas, the sun is shining. It's been really, really rainy and dark and kind of gloomy looking, but whoa, the sun is shining. And the book we're going to read today, I am so excited to have. It's a new book for me. My sister Michelle, Mishi is her grandmother name. Mishi had this on her bookshelf. She left it for me on her front porch. So it's a new book to me. I love discovering a new children's picture book, and I especially love this one because I already know I love you has already happened to me. This is about getting to be a grandparent. And maybe some of you are parenting now, and so some of you are kids, but I gotta say, being a grandparent is just too cool. And so this is by a man whose name is Billy Crystal. Let me tell you how you might know Billy Crystal. Billy Crystal plays a character in Monsters, Inc., one of my very favorites. He is Mike Wazowski. He has one eyeball. If you haven't seen Monsters, Inc. lately, you should go. He is the voice. So cool. He's a comedian and a writer and like a movie star. He's a movie star, but he wrote this, and the person who illustrated it, which, illustrations, I'm sure even if you're 4, you probably know the word, but if you don't, it just means you draw the pictures, and that is Elizabeth. Elizabeth did all of the illustrations. And I didn't look up how to say her last name. It's either Sales or Sales. I'm going to get back to you on that because pronouncing a name is important. My last name is Jung, and people say it wrong all the time, but that's okay. I just have to teach them. So I'll get back to you on how to say her last name. We know how to spell it. Okay, Kermie, here we go. This is Billy Crystal's story about being a granddad. The granddad name in my house is Haha. Dexter is my husband, and his grandparent name is Haha, and I'm grandmommy, so that's important too. Okay, let's see. Remember what I told you about books? If you've never been here, this is a tip. Oops, sorry, Kermie. If you've never been here, this is a tip. You should never just go to the first page. You should go inside the cover, because inside the cover, depending on who wrote the book and what they wanted, is always very interesting. So I'm going to read it to you, and then I'll show it to you again. It says, I'm waiting to see you in ballet shoes, or is it football pads? to listen to your music and say, it's just a fad. I'm waiting to meet your boyfriends or hear you say, she's the one. Oh, unborn child, this wait is getting fun. I want to read your poems and get postcards from afar. I can't believe I'm writing this because I don't know who you are. I love this. So, so cool. So before we even start, he is so excited about having a grandbaby. He's already dreaming up all the things that can happen. Ballet, football. Did you know my friend Riley Fox is a girl, was a kicker on a football team? So, you know, and one of the most important people I know knew Bruce Wood, who was an extraordinary dancer. He's a guy, and he wore ballet shoes. So it doesn't even mean he knows if it's a girl or boy. It just means good stuff's coming. Okay, here we go. Aw, sweet. I already know I love you. Look at that. This took time. This is important. So here's the title again, But, a beautiful butterfly. Cool. Very, very cool. And Michelle obviously received this from her neighbor. And this is one of the things I love. If you give a book to someone, absolutely, I think you should sign it. Because then, you know, 10 years later, 20 years later, which sounds like a lot right now if you're 4, but you're going to be excited to be reminded of who gave you this book. So, my sister Michelle owns this book, but every time she looks inside, she gets to see who it's from, which is so awesome. All right. Oh, listen to this. Oh, you have to look inside the cover. The very first page says, this book, An Ocean of Love, are for Jessica and Matt. Special thanks to Louis S. Don't know who that is. And then it has E.S. I'm going to guess that the E.S. is the illustrator. Because look, Elizabeth. There it is, E.S. So look, that means that the illustrator got to put a message just inside the book, not just the writer. You know what? I'm going to put Kermie right here. I'm afraid he's going to fall off my lap. There, Kermie. So, an ocean of love. It's how you feel when you have grandkids. You can't even believe it. Your heart, oh my goodness. Oh, let's see who this is from. Oh, I see down at the bottom, this message has B.C. Who do you think that is? I think it's Billy Crystal. So, the illustrator left a message here. Billy, when you write your books, remember this. I'm going to remember this when I publish the next one because very cool. You put a little message. His message is, it's 1 month till your arrival, and I don't know if you're a girl or boy. So I wanted this to be your first gift. Sorry, it's not a toy. For Ella, Ryan, and the 2 beautiful souls you're named for. Oh, there's a hint now. I have to hold it really close so I can't really see you for a moment, right? So there it is. It's a picture of Ella Ryan. Guys, he's named the grandbaby because she obviously came while he was busy writing this, because there it is. There's Ella. Oh, my. I still have a picture in my kitchen right next to the corner where the TV is, and it has the picture of my first grandson, Riley, because I couldn't believe it. Could not believe it. I just need to stare at it. Okay, here we go. So here's a baseball and a butterfly, and that's there because guess what I know about Billy Crystal? He is a huge baseball fan. Huge baseball fan. So he's putting a ding of who he is right here. And then here we are. We haven't even gotten to the story. I'm saying to you, you have to look inside books and pay attention, right? Billy Crystal, I already know I love you, illustrated by Elizabeth I hope I'm not saying it wrong. Sales. I'll get back to you. Oh, and here's the publisher. HarperCollins Publishers. Somebody's job is to publish it so we can all buy it. 3 butterflies on this one. Huh. That's a choice. When next we see Billy, we'll ask him who the butterflies are. Oh, here we go. It's starting. I'm going to be your grandpa. I have the biggest smile. I've been waiting to meet you for such a long, long while. Oh, look at this. So, Elizabeth drew Billy Crystal. That's her drawing of Billy. And this girl is not his wife. It's not the grandmother. This is his daughter. Whoa. Oh. I don't know if you live in a family where somebody in your family was going to have a baby, and so the mommy looked like this. And I always knew that people would say the baby's listening because the baby, is listening. And he's trying to feel maybe the baby kick. Oh, it's so exciting. So, so, so cool. I'm going to be your grandpa. I have the biggest smile. I have so much to tell you before you slide into home plate. I already know I love you as I sit right here and wait. Look where he's waiting. So here's Billy Crystal. Look, he has a baseball. But look over here. Aha! There's the room, the baby's room. So I know the grandparents of my children had, the baby room waiting. And see what's above the bed? Do you see that mobile? So cool. And a chair, because the baby at some point will get to spend the night. Yeah? I love it so much. So, so much. And, a toy box. I think maybe that's a toy box. That look like a toy box to you? Yeah? Okay, cool. Toy box, there he is. His glove, his baseball. He's ready. I'm waiting to show you everything. Hear your giggles and your sighs. See butterflies and monkeys and clowns who cross their eyes. Oh, goodness. Here's what's so great about being a parent or a grandparent. It happens to parents too. You get to see the whole world again fresh, because when your baby, your grandchild, or your child are looking at the world, you're looking at them looking at the world. You've already seen these things. You may have already been to SeaWorld or to the ocean, and you may have already been to a party or a circus where there's a clown and there's balloons. You've done these things, but here's what's great. Once you have kids, and especially grandkids, you just see it all again. You want to go back to all the things you loved, and you want to see them through your grandkids, because really you're just looking at your grandchildren. You already know what the seal looks like. You already know, but you get to see it again. And I have to say, one of the freshest, most wonderful things about children is how they sound, how they giggle, the first giggle. Oh my gosh, the first everything. I want to feel your heartbeat as you lie upon my chest. Bait your hook and fly your kite. Help you study for a test. Oh my. Oh, let's start over here. What are they doing? They're fishing. Everybody has those things that they know how to do. And what's cool about grandparents is you get to learn a whole different set of things that perhaps you don't even learn from your own parents, because the grandparents get to teach you. Oh, and look at this. I bet you have pictures in your house, maybe, of you falling asleep on somebody's chest. Oh, so great. I also remember the smells. This smell I remember is after a baby has had a bath. Nothing like the smell. Nothing like the smell. Oh, I love it so much. And the tiny socks. Little tiny socks that get lost. You know, you find them like along the sidewalk somewhere. I'm waiting to play peekaboo and sing you to a nap. Oh, there's nothing like when somebody figures out how to play hide and seek. You can't even believe it. They're just geniuses that they figure out how to play hide and seek. And sing you to a nap. I'm waiting to play horsey and bounce you on my lap. Wow. It's also crazy when your grandbaby gets too big. They're so big you aren't bouncing them on your lap anymore because they're bigger than you are. That's happening to me. But it's awesome. Awesome. Oh, wow. I'm waiting to show you the stars. Oh, there she is, bigger, not a baby anymore, and just small enough to still ride on the shoulders of her grandpa. That's remarkable. And then someday you get so big we can't put you on our shoulders. That is remarkable. I love her umbrella. I do love that her umbrella is up. I think that's fanciful. Lovely. I'm waiting to show you the stars, storm clouds, and the moon. I want to make silly faces and laugh just like a goon. Okay, seriously? Oh my gosh. Yep, Ha-Ha's in my house. And he is so aptly named because he's loud and goofy all of the time. Very rarely is he not loud and goofy. She can't believe it. She can't believe it. I want to show you the wind and how it bends the grass. I'm waiting to give you bear hugs, the kind that last and last. Oh, wow. Guys, when have you flown a kite? Maybe that is something that you and someone in your family could do. Spring is pretty windy in most places. That would be cool. Yeah. When you get outside. I love that. And look at this. Woo! Nothing like a hug. And right now, you may be limited about if your grandparents are somewhere away and you can't really hug them right now. But, you know, FaceTime is great, or just calling them on the phone is awesome. I'm so happy for electronics to be able to do that. Oh, nothing like it. I can't wait to share spaghetti, wontons, and ice cream pie. Yeah, really, eating together, I adore it. I am the happiest when my table is full, or when my grandkids spend the night and we get to have our own meal, nobody else but us and our grandkids. That's good too. A full table of everybody is very fun, but when you get to be by yourselves with your grandparents, that's really special. It's different than when the parents are there. I eat a lot of spaghetti at my house, especially with Wyatt and Graham. We've never done this. Oh, we're used to breaking the spaghetti so it's not so much twisting, but I think we're going to have to do the long stuff soon. Ice cream pies. I can't wait to share spaghetti, wontons, and ice cream pie. I can't wait to see your brownie dress and teach you how to tie. Oh, I see a character here that I think we saw at the very, very first before the grandbaby came. Do you see what's tucked away there? Yeah, I see that. It's so cool. Yeah, they're tucked right in here. I believe it's a monkey. I was a brownie for 1 year. I took your mom to her first movie. I want to take you too. That will be a special day devoted just to you. When I took your mommy, I never watched the screen. The movie was in her smile. To her, it was a dream. Oh, it is a monkey. There is the monkey. Oh, popcorn. It's an essential element for our family. Buttered popcorn. We time when we go to see movies around when can we eat popcorn. So it's best, like replacing dinner. Right? Oh, I love it so much. Yeah, it was a monkey. I was trying to remember if that was a bear or a monkey at the very beginning. I think it would be right that Billy Crystal would give his grandchild a monkey because he's a comedian. He's very, very funny. Very smart. We'll go to see the Yankees, though your daddy loves the Sox. I'm saving you signed baseballs. I keep them in a box. Oh, cool. Yeah, I remember this about Billy Crystal. He is a big Yankees fan. I think I've seen him with a Yankee baseball cap on. I don't know. I don't know him, but he's been on television a lot. A lot. You really have to watch Monsters, Inc. now. I'm going to go back and watch it. Mike Wazowski. He's an actor and a director and a writer and a stand-up comedian. He's a lot of stuff. For real. He does that for a job. I highly recommend this kind of thing for a job. I want to teach you about our family with pictures from long ago. You're the new twig on our tree, and I can't wait to watch you grow. Ah, this is cool. Getting out pictures, getting to see maybe what your mom or dad looked like when they were little kids. And see that pocket watch? We just gave one of our grandsons a pocket watch. We did. We gave him a pocket watch that belonged to his great-great-grandpa. Pretty cool. A new twig on our tree. Yeah, if you've never seen it, there's this thing called a family tree, and you have where you came from, and everybody has a little branch, and it's really cool when you add a new branch. I have 4 grandchildren, 4 grandsons. It's the best. It's the best. So if you're watching, Wyatt and Graham, Riley and Carter, hi. Oh, I love them. Your mom is my daughter, and your dad is his mom's son. You lived within your mommy, and now the time has come. Get ready, little sweet one. Your life will be just great. Oh my. Oh my, look at that. Here's the thing. If you're a parent, you know, and maybe Ada is sitting next to you, Dawn, and maybe Bailey. If you're a parent, what you know is you can't even describe how much you love this baby. That is hard to imagine till you have your own baby. But here's the thing. When your children have children, you fall in love all over again. You just want to stare. This is total entertainment. You don't need any other entertainment than this. Oh. I'm going to be your grandpa, and I can hardly wait. Oh, nice. Nice. Oh, I'm so glad my sister Michelle shared this book with me. Oh my goodness, Kate and James are her grandchildren. They call her Mishi. Let's look and see what's inside. Oh, there it is again. I'm waiting to see you in ballet shoes, or is it football pads? to listen to your music and say, just a fad. I'm waiting to meet your boyfriends or hear you say, she's the one. Oh, unborn child, this wait is getting fun. I want to read your poems and get postcards from afar. I can't believe I'm writing this because I don't know who you are. Look. Look at this. There you go. There is Billy Crystal. And what's cool is underneath it says Billy, his wife Janice. So that was sweet of him to share. This is Janice and his granddaughter Ella on the day of her birth. Oh my gosh, look at that. I've seen that blanket. I don't know what it is. It feels like all around at least the U.S. every time I see a baby picture, it's that blanket, pink and blue. Oh, isn't that terrific? There it is. Billy Crystal, I already know I love you. Niels. Oh, I have to pause and say hi to some of my friends. My cameraman, my husband, Dexter Adolph John III, has this whole... Francisco. Oh, Daisha. I'm so happy you're here, and I'm sure the girls are sitting right with you. Steve Neal. Guys, Steve Neal is one of our writers. He is the most hilarious poet. Oh, and Steve Linder. How are you? Good to see you. Ashley Bryant. What? Oh, is your whole family there? That would be really fun. And Melissa Smith. Allison Lanza has now a son who's now a grandson. Oh, it's the best, isn't it? So for all of my friends who are watching and those whose names, we just didn't mention, I'm glad you're here. Here is what's cool that's happening Saturday, and it's a grandparent thing. My grandmommy Murphy used to make whipped cream for us, and she put it in champagne glasses, and we had it with strawberries, and my sister Michelle reminded me, and with bananas, a champagne glass with bananas or strawberries, and then a big blob of whipped cream full of sugar and vanilla. On Saturday, what I'm going to do is, instead of being here with all my friends, they'll be with me, but I'm going to be in my kitchen, because on Saturday I'm going to tell you the story of going to my grandmommy Murphy's house, how it felt to go there as a kid, and then I'm going to have the ingredients: heavy cream, vanilla, and sugar, and a mixer. I'm also going to have some Legos so I can build something, because at some point the mixer's going to be loud and you won't be able to hear me. So at some point it'll be mixing, and I'll stop and we'll test it, because I have to teach you how to test the whipped cream to know when it's ready. And we're going to make whipped cream together. So if you happen to be one of those people who can send someone for some heavy cream, not 2%, not half and half, no, heavy cream, and you have sugar and vanilla, bring it, we'll make it together. You can make it too, or just enjoy, being together, and I'll make it, but I'll also get to taste it, as will my cameraman, sound man, stage manager, my husband, Dexter Adolph John III. And I also want to say I am so delighted that our pre-show music was written by my friend Neely Reynolds. Some of you know his son, Zach Reynolds, who's an incredible actor. Some of you know Zach and maybe not Neely, but Neely wrote the song we started with, and it's simply beautiful, from a show we wrote called The Kite. All right, friends, it's about that time to go off and do the other parenty things you need to do, or kids, some of you have homework now. That's weird and cool. All crazy stuff that's happening right now. But you might need to go do your homework, or take a walk, or take care of a new dog. Riley and Carter. You've got 2 new dogs, so say hi to Vera and Toby. Most of all, here's the deal. I'm glad you came, because I'm Deborah Jung, and all of my friends at Kids Who Care are thinking about you, and we just needed to be together. For real, live together, okay? So join me tomorrow, another book, and don't forget, Saturday, whipped cream, all of my friends, Cat in the Hat. Do you see what's on his head? Yep, Cat in the Hat. All of us, from us to you, have a really remarkable day. All our love. Bye, guys. See you